Just testing to make sure everything's good. And then we will run some trains. Might take a minute, but that's okay. Might take another minute. It's not super quick for showing up here on my end when I'm going live. There it is. Okay. Yeah, because I got to pull up the stream on my end as well, so that I'm able to see the chat and whatnot. Change the thumbnail from the generic one to the train or running trains live Wednesdays. Alright, so I'm just pulling up the live here so I can see who is all here and watching and commenting. Hope everybody is doing good. It was a bit of a rough week this past week, let me tell you. Alrighty. Okay. All right. So I got the chat up here. Hey Kyle, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. Alrighty. So, so it's Wednesday. That basically means that I'm running trains, as you can imagine, which is something that I do every Wednesday, and I show up here around noon. It's just afternoon. Rough start because I had to update my cameras. I wasn't sure how long they would actually take to update, but they did, and we're good to go. The stream is set, and I'm going to run some trains. Hey Mike, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. And Cornell Custom Trains, hello. What's going on? All right. So, let's run some trains, shall we? Give me a second and I'm going to set up the cameras and I'm going to try the GMD ones again. I spoke with Bubs in regards to them, and apparently they're set up in a very specific way. I had them long nose in the center where they should be long nose out, short cab in, and they got to go in a specific direction because of the fact that they're more or less yard dogs, I guess you could call it, yeah, they're supposed to go in a very specific way. I don't know. It's all too much for me, but I like just being able to put a train on the tracks and then off you go. You know what I mean? So, but we're gonna try and load them up, and we'll see what we can do from there. So we've got 1121 loco 1121. And then I'm going to do this one. And then loco 1402. 1402. Okay. So before we get started, yeah. So I live in Ottawa, the West End, and we got hit with a very bad storm on Saturday, just to kind of give you the up and up of what's been going on here. Whoops, sorry about that. I just wanted to raise it up a little bit. Basically, I picked my wife up from work at about 3 o'clock on Saturday, and sky got dark real quick, and I basically outran the storm all the way home. A 30-minute drive, but we managed to do it and got inside the door, and the rain just came down after that. And by 3:30, my power was out. The power was out at 3:30, and I was supposed to work at 4. So I had to call my boss and say, I can't work because I've got no power. I'm like, okay, no problem. It is what it is. If it comes back, then just let us know. And, so, and then it went to the next day, still no power. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a generator, and I didn't bother to go get a generator because all the stores were closed anyways in my area. So there would have been no way for me to actually go purchase one. So there's that. And then my power was out from Saturday, 3 o'clock or 3:30 till Monday 9:30 at night. So we basically lost all the food in our refrigerator and our freezer. We were able to save a couple of things, but obviously all the meat, that's all gone and whatnot. I think we had at least six or seven of those big black garbage bags full of just food that had gone bad, basically, because once it becomes soft, it's no longer, you have to cook from frozen for a lot of it. So it really sucked, but got rid of a lot of stuff in the fridge that you don't really you don't really use. So but yeah, so I'm glad that the power did come back eventually, though. There's still a lot of houses in the Ottawa area that do not have power. And that's why I didn't do a live on Sunday. Obviously, no power, cell phone reception. I couldn't even, tweet a tweet if I wanted to, if I had a Twitter. Yeah, so it was tough. And then the signal was touch and go, could barely make a phone call. But everything's good now. On my end, there's still, like I said, there's still a lot of areas that do not have power. So, but either way, yeah, the city actually set up a lot of dump sites, which is really neat. Where they put big garbage cans and you can go and take your rotten food, and they had a backhoe on hand, so you load up the front thing and it would put it into the big bin. So it was good of them to do that, and there's no dumping fees or anything like that. So, yeah, no, we checked that, and ours don't. So, nuts to that. But yeah, we'll just one trip to Costco, and I'm sure that will fill up the fridge. I'm just waiting for more things to open up, and waiting to get back to normal, as they say. Life as per normal, whatever that is. It seems like everything in the past several years has not been business as usual, so it happens. All right, well, welcome everybody. Split Rock, hey, how's it going? Perry? All right, so let's try this out, shall we? So, like I said, Bub said that specifically they got to be short nose inward. I was running them the opposite way. So that obviously didn't help. And we're going to try this out. I just got to make sure that they're both going in the direction to which they need to. And they're coupled together right now, so I'm just going to... Okay. So which way are you going to go? Okay, you're going that way. Good, good. And for you, which way are you going to go? You don't want to go anywhere. Why is that? You're on the track. Don't be shy. Okay, for some reason the one just does not want to... Oh, that's why. Okay, so 1, 1, 2, 1. Okay. Now we're doing it. So I'm also going to set up some cars here. I don't have access to this yard yet, so I'm just going to pull them out by hand here. I'm going to hand bomb these. I'm excited because there's more Rapido gondolas on the way. So that'd be nice to get even more of these. I love using gondolas. See if I can grab a few more here. Okay. So is this set up here? Let's see if I can pull forward a bit. Okay, I'm just going to keep adding these on. like any of these box cars anyways. So that's fine. And for those wondering how many do I have? That's usually a question. I've got 12 of the O&R by Rapido. I've got one by Proto, and then 2 CNs by Rapido as well. There we go. Okay. So that's loaded. In other words, there's a lot of R's. A lot of gondolas. The next mission, I guess, is to move these. So that the trains can come by and work no problem. Gondola much? I think so. And I'm probably going to get more, I gotta be honest with you. I love my gondolas, and they're really fun to weather up and show some signs of wear. One of my favorite cars. It's one thing that I do. It's consistency in the sense where if I get one of something, then I get a bunch of that something. So, for example, gondolas, I couldn't get just one, especially with the way that O&R runs theirs. Like, you'll see a whole string of them. Box cars, same thing. I love my box cars. Ore cars, I've got upwards of 30 ore cars, so yeah, it's a thing. So we're almost at the top here. You need more than one ore car. Yes, absolutely. They run them in strings of 40 cars. Well, when they did run them. Yeah, they were like 40 cars long. I don't have 40 yet, but I'm sure I'll end up getting another set of CN. I had one double, so that's currently being renumbered. So I technically have 19 of the CN, or sorry, no, O&R. I'll show you something neat with these here once this comes up a little bit closer here. I had these caps made. It's like a resin. I've got like, I don't know how many I have. I think I've got at least 12 of these. But it's a resin cap, and there was 2 different versions, but this is the version that I liked the most. And it just sits right on top there, which is great because if you're transporting something that you don't want to blow away, then they would put the caps on. Or my caps, I put them away somewhere, but I had those out as examples. So I'm just going to leave those on there. It's good because it adds a bit of extra weight too, which is really nice. You can really see the difference between the weathered ones that I did and the factory ones. Like, they're so dark, and I had to lighten up and basically almost whitewash just to get rid of that dark blue. But obviously I've got a bunch, so I didn't get to finishing all of them. Because when I do a car, I usually like to do the whole thing all at once. Like, I'll do both sides, the ends. The wheels. You know, basic stuff. You'll see them coming up over this bridge in a moment here. Slowly making their way uphill. Here we go. Yeah, now it's in frame there. Good afternoon, Dwayne. Well, if you're stuck at work, might as well be stuck at work watching some trains. Maybe it'll make the day a little less painful. Now this is technically my scrap train. Besides the locomotives, like I run my scrap metal service with these gondolas. Like, I fill them with scrap metal, and then they'll go off to the mill to get that stuff melted down and whatnot to be repurposed as something else. But I'm still working on my scrap yard. But once it's done, I'll have hopefully enough tracks for all my gondolas. So I have one specific spot just to lead them out. I think one of the next things I have to do is I have to get the rest of this backdrop up. I have to order it first, and I get my backdrop from, I think it either comes from Australia or England, something like that. I can't remember. I get it off eBay though, and they're usually pretty good. Good selection as well. So just to let you guys know, keeping track is tomorrow at 7 o'clock. We always go live with a premiere for that. And then right after, at 8 o'clock, it's GVO After Dark. So you want to stick around for that. But that's tomorrow night starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. Also, while we're watching the train here, I'm just working on a little something that you'll see on Keeping Track tomorrow. But it's kind of neat. I think I could show you. Can I show you this? Will you even see this? Just waiting for the glue to dry, but more or less. It's a horse trailer. And then I put a horse in there with some hay. Cool. Cool. So there's that. That's all I'm showing you. For the steel mill, I got all the buildings with the anticipation of making an area on the layout here to have a steel mill, and at the same time, I don't have enough room to do the steel mill properly, so I'm holding off on that until maybe my next layout. And I say maybe my next layout, but, well, we know. We know how that's gonna go. Even if I have to wait, 5 years or so for the next layout, at least I'll have all the kits, so it'll be good to go. But I don't really anticipate doing it, anytime soon. Yeah, the way I had the GMDs running before, it was, because I prefer them long nose together, but after talking with Brandon, he said, well, they're actually programmed and meant to run short nose together, with the zebra leading. I said, oh, okay, I didn't know it was that specific, because, I'm very, I do the basic of basic, but he's got some craziness going on with his GMD1s apparently. So, keeping to that, once I've made the correction here, it seems that everything runs way better than how I had it before. So for keeping track tomorrow, I can kind of give you a rundown of what the show is going to be about, seeing as how it's just the day before. So I got the new CMX cleaning car, so I'm going to show you what it comes with and whatnot, and how that works, and the difference that it makes on a layout, basically. I also have a build, a kit that I built, and it's actually the start of my scrapyard area. So it's part one, if you will. And then, yeah, I've got a couple of trailers as well that from Mini Prints that I've done up, and I'll be showing the trailer options. And it was neat because inside the box, and I'm sure Brendan does this for all of his locomotives, but this was inside the box, so it's a GMD1, make, Rapido, and then the address of it, and it really breaks it down for every single function, which is really neat. Glass lights, the brake. Yeah, it's really neat. And you can keep that with the locomotive. I think he uses it when he goes to the club. I wouldn't mind having an organizational thing like that myself for all my locomotives. That'd be neat. And I can also honestly say that after running the CMX cleaning car as well, things also look a lot better on the layout. And everything seems to be working 10 times better, having cleaner track. It's something that I've needed and wanted for like a really long time, but you know, it's one of those things that also gets pushed aside, you know? Hey James, how's it going? Run some gondolas today. Wanted to crack these out for a little bit. Get them on the go. Nice, you're already set to move. Moving is the worst. But I'm sure you'll get there. Should be good. With all my gondolas, I should be able to help you if you need to move. Just load up. Pick a car. While that's going up there, I'm going to show you guys something. You guys know that we're doing this thing on June 4th. I don't know if you can see this or not, but I had some posters made. And I'm going to bring a bunch of those for whoever wants one, you know. Oh yeah, and I totally put it up on my wall with my other stuff. So, hopefully you guys can see that. Let me see if I can... That might be a bit brighter. There's no real light here, but... You guys see my awesome shelf here, so I can display some stuff. I have to get some more of these. Alexis. Cat cam. I'll be bringing some extras. So anybody who wants one, just let me know. Are you coming out to Ottawa? That'd be cool. Yeah, let me know when you're in town. Sorry for the shaky cam as well. I got 2 kinds printed. I think I got about 10 of them printed on cardstock and about 20 on regular paper. So I want to make sure the guys that are on the poster get a cardstock, and I know that there's going to be extra, but yeah, make sure you come find me. I'll make sure that you get a cardstock. Oh, Mike missed it. Okay, hold on. Instead of taking you back down there, because we're up on the top level, I'll just show you. Hold on. It obviously looks better in a frame, because I framed mine and put it up on the wall. But here's a paper one. YouTube Model Railroader meet. Got DJ from DJ's Trains, Mark from M&M Rails, Tim from They Make It Like That, Bernard from Mini Prints, Dave, or David, Sparky 107107, and me, that guy. Go here or go home. So I think I got about 20 of these. This is just paper, but it's very nice. There's nice shine to it, so didn't want to get the cheap stuff, you know? Yeah, I've got a bunch of those posters in both cardstock and regular print as well. Trains are loud today, or trains are loud today? I'd say a bit of both. The fun thing about running gondolas. Hopefully it does not fall on that downward. I've got 3 on the go, 3 cameras, but you'd never know because I'm constantly moving them. You'd swear there was 100. I cannot wait to get that top level filled in. No, I only have 3 cameras, but it feels like 30. I'm like a secret agent, and I like put the cameras in all these very clever areas, and you'll never find them. But they find the trains. Oh, do they ever? No, that's one of the cameras, but you didn't see it. You did not see the camera. It's the magic of movie making. That's what it is. Now, I've tried GoPro, and I'm not I'm not a huge fan of GoPro. I mean, they're small enough, but I don't know, for what I want to do, it doesn't really work. I really wanted a multi-cam system that I can either move around or, you know, post in certain areas to capture certain things. Like this one here that you're watching right now is just sitting on a tripod. But I can move my other two around, and you'd swear that I had other cameras, you know, and that I'm not moving anything. But I can kind of place them around the layout, and they prop up. I'm going to show you. Like, it's going to be one for this section here, and you'll see the trains coming across that bridge. Or maybe in the yard, or where the train station is, and you know, we'll be able to do some work there if I decide to have a yard day. I want to go through and I want to clean all my yard tracks still. I haven't done that yet, but it's on my list. You know, I'm getting there. I can only do so much at a time, you know, little by little, and kind of work things out as I go. This here's a neat shot. I like this one because it's, you know, you're like waiting for the train, more or less. If I had some people on that platform, you'd almost feel like you're there, right? Too bad they didn't point downward a little bit more. Hang on a second, I got an idea. Because I can actually do this right from the app, where I can crop and I can zoom. So you're only going to see what I want you to see. Yard day, yeah. It's just like leg day. Okay, now what you see is literally what I zoom into. And I didn't touch anything with the camera, I'm just using the app itself. So we can just kind of look around here and see what's good. What's going on over in the yard. You can really see that grass sticking up. That's, if that's not static grass, I don't know what is. Wait, do you guys hear that train coming in the distance? Thanks, Mike. You get one of these. Yeah, I'm not sure why the horn's still going. Is that an emergency horn? Uh-oh. Where are you? It was a bit of an emergency. Just a little bit. Possibly. This is one of those little things that I'm not sure if they're acting right. I'll say acting right, but yeah. It's kind of weird how they kind of decide whether or not they want to turn off on their own. I think the camera was too close. Bring it back this way. Oh, good one. Yeah, I totally hit the camera. And that's all downgrade, so. It was a pre-emergency horn. Oh, right, hands-free. I'm not even touching the thing right now. Okay, let's see here. So let me pick those up again. And I was doing so well. So well. I'm just going to set up one more train here that we'll switch out for in a minute. What is the fastest I can run a train on the layout without derailments? I think it's probably based off of the train itself. Like, some trains I can turn right up to like 50 or 60 speed steps, and it still goes really slow, and I think that's kind of the maker manufacturer there that does that. I don't know, what is the fastest I can go? Like, I can go pretty fast around some of these corners and whatnot because I've got elevated curves on a lot of my layout. But, like, with my Helix, like, right now I'm going 41, but I'm also pulling a pretty big load, and it's 2 locomotives, right? I don't ever try to do something to, you know, derail or see what I can do as far as pushing the limit. I try to, you know, keep things to a moderate pace. But we'll really put it to the test when the turbo train comes in, I guess. Yeah. That's right, buddy. Okay, so... More on this one, too. And use another one. So we're just coming up through the station here. And we're going to slow down because you don't go flying through stations. Normally. Oh man, next year is going to be expensive via, guys. Turbo train. No, I don't think the turbo will be here for like 2 years. Guarantee you 2 years. But next year, P42, 100%. Via Rail Charger from Bachmann, 100%. But, yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We shall see. Well, hopefully I can clear this. So that'd be great. Let me dispatch these. Go for a little bit. Okay. Okay, MU done. I'm gonna shut that one down. And we're going to dispatch. Okay, we're gonna put that one. I'm going to shut that one down. Alrighty. So, We're going to go back in time here. With the Via Rail 6400 Pepsi, Diet Pepsi. No, it doesn't have dip sites, I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't have dip sites. Alright. Now this is one of those ones. This is Walthers. But for some reason, no matter how fast I go with this one, it doesn't seem very fast anyways. Now I still have to repeat the steam generator car, but that's okay. That's okay. She good. Now the actual promotional train had some flat cars as well. I don't have the flat cars yet. Still good. Still good. But yeah, she definitely needed to stretch her legs, so I'm definitely going to take her for a spin here, and we're going to round things off at 1:30. We're going to go a little bit shorter today, just a little bit shorter of a day. I've got a lot of things to do still, and normally my kids get dropped off by bus just after 3 o'clock, but the buses aren't running today, so I'm going to have to go and pick them up from school. No big, but I just want to make sure I'm mentally prepared for that. So. Perry's actually, Trains by Perry there, he's actually the one who did the custom paint job here for me. I wonder if I can zoom in this for you. I bet I can. He always does such a nice job, so I always appreciate that. The sound file for this ESU decoder here. It doesn't sound terrible, but I could definitely stand to change that to more of the Rapido sounds, what they use for their F40s. See, right now it's going, well, I have it set to about 40 and it's going downhill, but you'd never know it was going 40. I'm gonna wait for a train here. See how long this takes. So this is the train that, because of this, I wouldn't say it's a slow speed factor, but because it's not the quickest, I timed this one at a decent pace. And it took exactly 30 minutes to do a full loop. So, who knows? not a train. You're not a train. Why are you making so much noise? Because you want to, huh? Oh, okay. Because you want to. No one can stop you. I don't think that steam heater ever turns off. I mean, you can make it turn off, but it's just easier to do one of those. There, no power going to the track. All right, so that was it. It's 1:30. I've got a few things that I need to take care of today, so I just wanted to make sure that I hop on here, run some trains. And do a little bit of that today because it's been like a week, so yeah, definitely wanted to get some work done. So other than that, we'll see you guys tomorrow night for GVO After Dark and Keeping Track. Keeping Track goes live at 7, and then we've got GVO After Dark at 8 o'clock. We are not too far away from June 4th, so don't forget, June 4th, YouTube Model Railroader Meet in Tillsonburg, Ontario. There's going to be some people there you might know. Just a few. But yeah, we'll talk more about that tomorrow. And yeah, okay. She says hi or bye. I don't know. Either one. They all sound the same. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. I'm Go Via Go Home. I'd like to stay and chat, but I've got a train to catch.